And now, please welcome Professor and Mrs. John and Marvelyn Hefner.
Good morning. Welcome to Glen Rose. Welcome to the Creation Evidence Museum. By its very name, you know we believe in the Creator. Having been in education for over 4 decades, I know what the world teaches about the creation. Today you get to hear another side of it, maybe for the first time perhaps. I want to say that my wife, she was a teacher for a science teacher for over 20 years in the public schools. I've been a mathematician for over 40, and this is our passion. And in the newsletter this week, that we got from the museum, there was a quote in there, I believe, from D.L. Moody, that said, if I had my life to live over again, I would spend it trying to reach children. And so that's what we're trying to do today. We don't think we're the world's experts on any of this stuff, and some of these are experiments, some of them are illustrations. I mean, when it comes to the past, we don't have the past. We only have the present, don't we? But we do have the lab manual of the one who was there, and we believe he laid out an accurate plan. So today, my wife, Marvelyn, and me, John Hefner, are going to try to do a few experiments for you. And the first one we want to do is entitled Water of Life. Did you know that water is absolutely amazing? Think about it. Our planet is about 2/3 water. We need water to drink, to go to the beach and surf and swim. And we see that the Bible says, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters, and He created water on day 1. And I want you to just look at some of these pictures. Our planet is the only one that looks like a beautiful blue opal jewel in the heavens as far as we can tell. And by and large, that's because we have, our surface is about 2/3 water. Did you know that we haven't found water in liquid form on any other planet? And even if we did, life is so complex, it's more than just add water. You know, like Kool-Aid or something. It's extremely complex. So we're going to be looking at water and some of the properties of it. We read in Genesis 1:9, let the waters under the heavens be gathered together into one place, and let the dry land appear also in the other place. And fish need water, and God said, let the waters abound with an abundance of living creatures. Do you see fish there, kids? What is this? A big whale, orca. I heard that. We got some smart kids. Everything in this picture has a connection with water. Do horses need water? Yeah. And bees that make honey, and eggs, and the yolk, and the whites, and all that in the egg. A polar bear. Of course, he has a lot of frozen water. Water exists in 3 states. It's the only chemical that exists in 3 states, a solid, a liquid, and a gas. And even a little butterfly, and the nectar that they suck out of plants. And so we have water all over the place. Niagara Falls, you ever been there? Amazing amount of water. We want to do an experiment with you. Now I want you to think about something. Did you know on the moon, if you're on the sunny side of the moon, the temperature is about 200 degrees Fahrenheit. But the shadow side is minus 200 Fahrenheit. That's a 400 degree temperature difference. But on planet Earth, primarily because we have water, so much water, we only vary about 20 degrees. Like this morning, it was about 62 or something, I think. And it may be 82. I don't even think it'll be that warm today. So that's less than a 20 degree temperature swing. We can handle that, can't we? The cool of the morning and the heat of the day. You know, it's not that much difference. Oh, it might be a little cool, so you put a little lightweight jacket on or something like that. And think about the planets. Most of them aren't like that. They're very severe. So we have an experiment we're going to do today with water. You want to tell them about it?
Water is a miracle. We take it for granted because we drink it. It's in our mouth. It's in our bodies, in our blood. We take it for granted. But if I light a fire and put it to this balloon, what do you think is going to happen? You think it's going to pop? Yeah. Really? Yeah. Okay. I'll let him hold it. Now, I have another balloon, but it has water in it. If I like this balloon, do you think it's going to pop? No! How do you know? Are you sure? Yes. All right, the only way you can find out something is to experiment with it, right? That's what scientists have to do to get knowledge. So we're going to get some knowledge here. Hopefully it won't pop, but we don't know. So I'm going to make him hold it again. Why is it not popping? Water is amazing. It can take the heat. And it helps us, like he said, on the earth, so that the earth is not like the moon, 200 degrees in the daytime and minus 200 degrees at night. We wouldn't be able to live there, would we?
I don't think it's going to pop.
We could actually leave this fire on here. One person did it until the water boiled and the balloon did not pop. And why? Why is that? Because it has water in it.
It's even black.
Water did that.
It's even black on the bottom and it didn't pop. Now what's amazing to me is that water is H2O, right? Do y'all know that? Have you learned it in school? H stands for what? Hydrogen. Isn't that a very explosive gas? Your grandparents probably remember when the blimp full of hydrogen called the Hindenburg exploded decades ago and killed a bunch of people. And oxygen is pretty volatile too. That means it sets things on fire. So let me get this straight. Two gases, both of them explosive, hydrogen and oxygen. God puts them together and we put out fires with that. Whoa. How great is God? That's a miracle, isn't it?
Yeah. I want you to know a lot of the experiments we have came from this book. Not all of them. Some of them came from my science book in public school. But if you want to find out more, this is where we got a lot of them. Science and the Bible, 30 scientific demonstrations illustrating scriptural truths by Donald B. DeYoung.